The story of village Palampur topic. Misspelled organization of production. Aim of production. To produce goods and services that people want. Requires coordination of various resources.
4 requirements of production. Factors of production.
Land includes natural resources, soil, water, minerals, forests.
Example, A.
Farmer needs land to grow crops. Labor, human effort, manual or skilled.
Example, A.
Factory worker assembling parts or a teacher delivering a lesson. Physical capital, tools, machines, and buildings.
Fixed capital.
Long-lasting tools, machines, e.g., tractors, computers. Working capital. Used up in the production process, e.g., raw materials, money. Human capital, knowledge and skills of people.
Example, A.
Doctor's expertise or a tailor's stitching skill. How production is organized. By combining land, labor, capital, physical and human. These are called
factors of production. Use of fixed versus working capital.
Fixed. Used repeatedly, e.g., machines.
Working.
Consumed during production, e.g., cloth in a garment factory. To learn faster. LLHW, let's learn how to work. L, land.
L,
labor.
H,
human capital. W, working physical capital.
real life.
Grammatical error.
Example.
In the factory image. Land, the plot on which the factory is built. Labor, the workers operating the machines.
Fixed capital.
The machines used for production. Working capital, raw materials like fabric or metal being processed. Topic. Organization of production. Key points. Aim of production: to produce goods and services people need. 4 requirements of production.
Land.
Natural resources like soil, water, forests. Labor, human effort, skilled and unskilled.
Physical capital.
Fixed capital, tools, machines, buildings.
Working capital.
Raw materials and money in hand. Human capital, knowledge, health, and skill of people.
Remember factors of production.
La pi who. Land.
Labor. Pi.
Physical capital.
Human
capital. Real example. In a factory image shown, land is the building, laborers are the workers, machines are fixed capital, and the running capital is the raw material being used. Topic. Farming in Palampur. Key points. Land is fixed. 75% of people in Palampur depend on farming. Since 1960, no increase in cultivated land.
ways to grow more from same land.
Multiple cropping. Growing more than one crop on the same land in a year, e.g., jowar and bajra, potato, wheat. Modern farming methods. Use of
HYV.
seeds, fertilizers, pesticides. Irrigation development. Electricity power tubules allowed cultivation on all 200 hectares by the mid-1970s. To remember how to increase production. MIM. Multiple cropping.
Irrigation. Modern
techniques. Real example. Farmers in Palampur grow jowar and bajra in rainy season, potato in winter, and wheat later using irrigation. Topic. Sustainable use of land. Key points for students and teachers. Land is a natural resource, and overuse can harm it permanently. Modern farming methods from the Green Revolution, e.g., Excessive chemical fertilizers and tubular irrigation have reduced soil fertility, depleted the water table.
Environmental resources
Like groundwater and soil take years to build but can be lost quickly. Punjab faces high costs due to excessive fertilizer usage.
Sustainability tip:
Balanced use of organic manure, crop rotation, and reduced chemical inputs can help restore land health. Example: overuse of fertilizers in Punjab has made soil dependent on chemicals. Once soil fertility declines, production drops, and costs increase.
Misspelled grammatical error.
Topic:
Misspelled.
Land distribution in Palampur.
Palampur has
450 families.
but
150 families are landless.
remaining 300 families have small plots of land.
1/3 own less than 2 hectares.
Large farmers, few, own over 10 hectares.
Example:
Gobind, a large farmer, owns 2.25 ha of land and uses irrigation plus buffaloes. Poorer families divide land among sons, reducing size of plots below 1 hectare. Inequality issue: many small farmers cannot survive on farming alone and work elsewhere for income. To remember factors threatening land sustainability: fertile, F. fertilizers overused, E. excessive irrigation, groundwater,
R.
resource depletion,
T.
tubules exhaust water table, I. inputs, chemical dependency,
L.
loss of soil microbes, E. environmental restoration is slow.
Misspelled grammatical error.
Topic:
Misspelled.
Provide the labor.
Key points for teachers and students: labor as a factor of production. After land,
Labor
is the next essential factor. Labor means the people who will do the work on the farms. Who provides the labor? Small farmers use
family labor.
to cultivate their fields. Medium and large farmers
Hire farm laborers. Wage system and types.
laborers are paid
Wages
either
in cash,
or,
in kind.
e.g., crop wages vary by,
Region, type of farm activity.
e.g., sowing versus harvesting. Duration daily, seasonal, or yearly.
Case example: Dala and
Misspelled.
Ramkalai,
Dala is a
landless laborer.
in Palampur. He works on
Daily wages
but gets paid
below the government mandated minimum wage.
160 rupees instead of 300 rupees. He faces
Heavy competition.
forcing him to accept lower wages. To remember FLAWF: family labor for small farmers,
L. Laborers hired.
by medium large farmers,
A. Amount paid.
varies, cash kind, job type, and time,
W. Wage issues.
like underpayment due to
Competition.
topic. The capital needed in farming. Key points: farming now needs more money than before due to the use of modern equipment, fertilizers, and irrigation tools. Small farmers often borrow money from local moneylenders or rich farmers at
Very high interest rates.
e.g. 24% for 4 months. Borrowers often
Have to work as laborers.
on the lender's fields to repay the loan, like Savita's story. Savita's case study: needed 3,000 rupees to cultivate wheat on 1 hectare. Borrowed from Kejpal Singh at 24% interest. had to work for him at ₹100 day during harvest. Medium and large farmers usually do not borrow, they use
their own savings
from past earnings to invest in their land. Explanation: in simple terms, farmers need capital, money, to buy seeds, fertilizers, water, and repair tools. Small farmers don't have money saved, so they borrow from others and often face
stressful repayment conditions.
medium-large farmers are more financially stable, so they can use savings. Real example: a small farmer like Savita borrows 3,000 rupees to grow wheat and ends up working on the moneylender's land, losing both money and labor. To remember: Farm Cap F. Farming needs capital.
I
Arranges money by loans.
R
Repays with hard labor.
M
Medium farmers save money.
cap
Capital from
credit
or
assets
or
past.
savings. Here are
Lecture notes with key points and mnemonic.
based on the given textbook content on
Sale of surplus farm products.
topic: sale of surplus farm products. Key points for students and teachers. Production complete. Surplus sold after wheat is harvested using land, labor and capital. Part of it is kept for the family, and the rest, surplus, is sold. Small versus medium-large farmers. Small farmers, e.g., Savita, Gobind's sons, produce very little, mostly for their own use. Medium and large farmers sell surplus to the
market.
Role of traders. Traders buy surplus wheat and sell it to shopkeepers in towns and cities. What happens to the grammatical error earnings? Example: Kejpal Singh sold 350 quintals of wheat. Earnings are often saved or
reinvested,
e.g., lending money, buying a tractor, etc. Surplus money may also go into
non-farm activities,
like setting up shops or buying vehicles. To remember: SSETS surplus wheat sold by medium-large farmers.
S
Savita and small farmers keep most wheat for themselves.
E
Earnings used for savings, lending, or next season.
T
Kejpal Singh reinvests in tractor, fixed capital. Topic: non-farm activities in Palampur. Dairy, a common non-farm activity. Key point: dairy is a major livelihood activity in Palampur. Explanation: families rear buffaloes and sell milk to local traders. Milk is collected and chilled in
misspelled,
Raiganj, then transported to towns. Real example: traders from Shahpur collect milk daily for city distribution. Trick to remember:
D for dairy, D for daily milk delivery.
small-scale manufacturing. Key point: around 50 people in Palampur are engaged in small-scale manufacturing. Explanation: these units are often family-run and use simple tools, unlike large factories in cities. Real example:
misspelled,
Mishrilal owns a sugarcane crushing machine and makes jaggery, which he sells in Shahpur. Misri makes gur. Misspelled: Mishrilal plus sugarcane is equal to jaggery production. To remember types of non-farm activities in Palampur: DMS is equal to dairy, manufacturing, shopkeeping. D dairy, buffalo milk, traders, chilling.
misspelled,
Center:
M
manufacturing, sugarcane crushing, jaggery.
misspelled,
Mishrilal S shopkeeping.
grammatical error,
topic: shopkeepers of Palampur. Key points:
Shopkeepers of Palampur trade, exchange of goods, is a non-farm activity. Traders purchase goods from
wholesale markets in cities
and sell them in Palampur. Palampur. Lumpur. L. Palampur. Items sold include
rice, wheat, biscuits, soap, toothpaste, batteries, candles, pens, notebooks,
etc. Some families open
small shops near the bus stand,
and sell
eatables,
or daily use items. Example:
general stores,
selling mixed household items in the village. Grammatical error topic. Kareem's computer classes. Kareem
opened a computer center
in the village to meet the demand for digital education. Many students from the village used to attend computer classes in
Chapur town.
Kareem employed
2 educated women
with degrees in computer applications. He set up the class in his
house's front room.
Facing the market. It became popular among
High school students
who now attend in good numbers. Example: bridging digital education gap.
within the village itself.
Real life examples. Shop example: like many
misspelled,
kirana shops in towns, providing convenience and self-employment. Computer class example: edtech or skill centers run in small spaces, empowering rural youth. To remember types of non-farm activities, DSMC is equal to dairy, shopkeepers, manufacturing, computer classes. D is equal to dairy farming,
S is equal to
shopkeepers,
M is equal to
small-scale manufacturing. C is equal to computer classes.
topic transport. A
grammatical error,
fast developing sector.
Key points: transport services. In Palampur, many people are involved in transporting goods and people between the village and towns like
misspelled,
Raiganj. Types of transport includes
misspelled,
rickshawalas, tungalas, jeep and truck drivers, bullock carts, and more. Payment system. These transporters earn by ferrying goods or people from one place to another. Kishora's story. Kishora, a landless laborer, took a government loan to buy a buffalo. He now uses it with a wooden cart to transport goods like clay or jaggery, helping him earn more than before. Government support helped through schemes that gave loans to poor landless households. Explanation with real example. Kishora's case shows how
Non-farming jobs
like transport can improve livelihood even for poor families. Instead of depending only on farming jobs, he used a buffalo for transport work, showing self-employment. This story reflects
employment diversification
in villages, aided by
microloans
and self-initiative. Trick to remember: Kishora rides bull for bread. Kishora, name of the farmer, rides bull, used buffalo for transport.
for bread.